Hello, this is Lady Boule, and I hope you're having the most wonderful day ever. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. Today, I want to extend my congratulations and best wishes to Congressman Hakeem Jeffries of New York. He will succeed Nancy Pelosi as the leader of the Democratic Party. He is 52 years old, and he will be the first black lawmaker to lead a party in Congress. I am proud for our brother, Hakeem Jeffries. I love my African American family, and I like to see them do well. Everybody does not choose to travel the same path. This is the path that he has chosen to travel, and he has succeeded in it. He is one man, and he is subjected to all of the obstacles and all of the problems that the rest of us are. I don't expect him to fix all of the problems in America. I don't expect him to wrestle the Republicans down to get reparations for us. I don't expect him to magically end mass incarceration. I don't expect him to do a lot of things by himself, but I do expect him to do what he can. And there are things that he can do. He can stand up to those bullies in the Republican Party who try to make black people feel guilty or feel like we're trying to get something for nothing because we put things on the table that we want, and we call out things that happen to us and our people that we know are wrong and that they know are wrong, but they're trying to bully you into not saying anything. I expect him to stand up to people like that. I also don't expect him to be bullied by those progressive Democrats who are advocating for things and pushing an agenda that is opposite to what black people and to what a lot of American people want and believe in. I'm expecting him to stand up to them. He calls himself a centrist Democrat. Many of the progressives were not pleased that he won the election to lead the Democratic Caucus, but he did win, and I and many others are expecting him to stand up to these people because they don't win in large numbers. They win in few little pockets here and there, but overwhelmingly America does not want to be led by left-wing progressive Democrats. They want to be led by a center Republican or a center Democrat. Now, I'm repeating what history records. America really doesn't work when you go too far left or when you go too far right. He has an impressive background, education, and body of work. He was born in Brooklyn, New York to Lady and Marlon Jeffries. His mother was a social worker and his father was a substance abuse counselor. He grew up in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. He graduated from Midwood High School in 1998. He studied political science at Binghamton University, graduating in 1992 with a Bachelor of Arts degree with honors. In 1994, he earned a master's degree in public policy from Georgetown University, and in 1997, he earned a Juris Doctor degree from New York University. He also was a member of the New York University Law Review. So he is not somebody who just jumped up one day and decided he wanted to run for office. He is well prepared. He has a degree in public policy that helps him in writing legislation. And he is a lawyer, which makes him knowledgeable about constitutional law. So he is really well prepared for this job. That's putting it mildly. He is more prepared for the job he has than probably 90% of the people in Congress. But this man is truly qualified. He has worked in private practice as a lawyer. He has been a litigator for Viacom. He served 12 years in the New York State Assembly, and he has served in the United States House of Representatives since 2013. I'm going to admit that I'm proud to see this man in this position. The optics are wonderful. If not for old black people, it's good for young black people. It is good for young African American men to know that there is something that I can be besides a basketball player, a rapper, a football player, or somebody that's fulfilling the school to prison pipeline. It is good to see a black man elected to this position by his peers. And we don't hear a whole lot of pushback from him. And the reason we're not hearing a lot of negative pushback from the Republicans is that Hakeem Jeffries has a record. He has a record of standing up to those Republicans and doing a lot of hot talking about things that they do and things that he believes in. So they're not pushing back on him because they see strength in him. They did not see strength in President Obama, unfortunately, and they didn't respect President Obama. But as far as I know, this man comes from the American descendants of slavery. And if not from American descendants of slavery, he came from descendants of slavery in the Western Hemisphere. So he has a different outlook on things than President Obama. This is a good look for black men. And the reason I'm saying this is because there's so much negative stuff out there. There's so much negative stuff out there about black people, but especially black men, that to see a black man in this kind of position, holding this kind of power, it has some power. It may not be the power black people want it to be, but he has power. And he is in a position to influence. And I believe that he has the courage to do it. And I think that it is our responsibility to remind him that you are in a position of power. And you don't sit back and bury your head in the sand and say the Republicans don't support me. Donald Trump never had the kind of support that President Obama had. But you would have thought that he had been elected to king of the world the way he was throwing his weight around. And I'm not saying that this is what this man should do, but I think that he should use the power that he has to help the people of this country, including his own people. So yes, I'm glad to see him in this position, and I fully expect him to use the power for the good of the people, especially his own. Congressman Jeffries is married and the father of 2 sons. So as he embarks on this new chapter of his life, he has my support, and I am going to lift him up in every way that I can, and I hope the rest of us will too. Okay, thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day.